registers.
Your powers of observation astonish me.
As magical energy crackles between the sorcerer's fingertips, Ifan turns to you. His mouth is set in a resolute line, but you can see anger blazing in his eyes.
This is the one who crafted the Death Fog device. This is her. I have questions that need answers.
He eyes you sidelong, clearly under the impression that you're joking.
You made the Death Fog that annihilated the elves. Who do you work for? How did you trick Lucian?
Ifan stalks forward and grips the sorcerer by the throat, lifting her clean off the ground. She sputters and chokes, eyes bulging and hands flailing as he squeezes her neck tighter and tighter. As she gasps for breath, he shakes her. Ifan drops the choking sorcerer to the ground. His hands are shaking and his eyes are wild.
Back! Back! Keep that crazy brute away from me! I just made the device the Divine himself ordered. But as for using it, that was all Lucian and Alexander. I was there. Lucian knew exactly what he was doing.
Ifan curls his lip, disdain evident in his eyes.
You were right to stop me. Her complicity in the deaths of thousands has earned her own many times over. But it's not right for me to take the final cut.
He turns to you with defeat in his eyes, and all the sorrows of the world weighing on his shoulders.
She was a soldier following orders, just like me. Let her live with the torment of her actions, just as I have to.
The sorcerer nods a grateful smile at you, picking herself up from the ground and backing away from Ifan.
The Magisters are dead. You have my thanks. You know your trade.
She offers you a grateful smile. She gives you a long look, considering the request.
You have proven yourself a friend at least, but you must prove your heart. I'll ask one more thing of you. I left my apprentice, Gwydion Rince, at the Black Pits. He is with his family. They are in danger. Help them, and I will help you. This is difficult news. Leave me now. I must grieve.
You cut through the sadness. She gives you a steady look. Then she nods.
I can give you a greater understanding of your source. I can increase your powers. I can show you how to take the source from the world around you, from the animal world, the creatures of the forest.
She takes your hands. You feel a vibration, the humming of life all around you, the sensation of 100 tiny heartbeats, the true rhythm of the forest. With Hanag as your guide, you reach out into the woods. The heartbeat rhythm quickens as the creatures of the forest sense you pulling at them. You draw their source towards you. The rush of power through your body, through your very soul, surprises and delights. You feel stronger, more capable. You have taken one more step towards the ultimate power. And the woods are quiet. The creatures of the forest are all dead.
My debt is paid. But I worry about your heart. It can be good and bad. The time will come when you must choose between the many and the few. I hope that then you will remember your good heart. I owe you a debt. It must be repaid.
She opens her hands, and between them opens a tiny portal. A book drops from it. She catches it and hands it to you.
I bid you farewell. My hero,
She offers you a grateful smile.
I shall return home to the Empire when the Magisters have cooled their ardor. For now, I'll hide out here. It should be safe enough.
She gives you a shy smile. It's charming, and it may be her tell. She may well be lying.
I bid you farewell.
The statue gestures towards the heaven. You are relieved of the past's nightmares and the future's burdens. All that matters is now.
Stay strong on your holy...
As you suck the smoke deep into your lungs, your vision starts to swim and cloud. There is an intense pounding in your head, and you can feel the world fading. As the world fades away, you lose all sense of being grounded. You reach out, but you could feel yourself falling slowly, sinking into the depths of your own soul.
The destination pyramid doesn't answer the call. Is something blocking it?
As you approach, Zor Stissa greets you with outstretched arms, though her face is marred by a pained grimace.
My. How you positively brim with sauce. No wonder, after all the adventures you have had, all the things you've had to do. Oh, it's naught but a chill. Bit drafty in your soul, that's all. You should...
A sudden shudder jolts through her body so violently that she drops to her knees, stunned into silence. Sauce washes over her, a wave over a single flame, but unlike last time, it seems to have precious little effect. An ancient curse escapes from her lips, spoken so forcefully that for a brief moment all light recedes into the webs of darkness.
I have told you before, the void is stronger than ever. But so are you. I can sense the expanse of source inside you. You are ready to learn the spell I've yearned to teach you. The spell you will need when we reach the Well of Ascension. I have given you eyes that see the source. Now I will give you the teeth to take it.
Zor Stissa smiles, and you notice for the first time two vampire-like fangs glistening beneath her upper lip. A gulf of magic envelops you, and you feel a sudden insatiable hunger for source.
Go on. I am here for you. Give in to your hunger. Yes. Relish in your lust for power, just like a god should. Go on. Devour me.
Though your spell tore through her like a spear through flesh, Zor Stissa looks grimly happy, if haggard.
You speak the spell with brash ferocity, like I knew you would, my champion. Oh, do you still not see? Even though you are a god-woken, destined to be a god, let me tell you the one truth about what it means to be a god. It is to be the lion in a world of lambs. It is about power, and power is not given. It is taken. With your all-seeing eyes and your all-consuming teeth. You can see the souls of the dead. And now you can feed from them to your hungry heart's content. So, feed, for you will starve until you finally feast upon the Well of Ascension. So you are. Your soul has become a vast enough expanse to house divinity. You are ready. We must hurry now. We must race toward the Well of Ascension with all the determination of the eagle diving for its prey. Your prey lies on a far-off shore, at the heart of the Nameless Isle. It is a place no one can reach, unless their soul becomes their compass.
She places a hand over your heart, and you suddenly feel it, an unmistakable pull in a new and distant direction.
You must. The battle for Divinity is about to begin in earnest. The other gods and their chosen will try to outflank us, just like we must outflank them. But I will be with you. I will guide you, stand by you. I will watch as you drink from the wellspring, and as its source surges into you. The void will be overcome, and you will be the god of gods. The end is nigh. Don't fail us now. The Nameless Isle awaits.
You jolt back to the world, stumbling forward. Dark smoke surrounds you, hanging in the air like black fog. This feels wrong. The Meister's cry cuts through the haze. You look up just in time to see what steps out of the shadows. Your god told you there can be only one. She said you'll eventually need to turn on each other.
A good wolf doesn't take out the competition until there's no other option. Let's hunt together. For now.
I hear there is safety in numbers. I'm not sure what number exactly, but perhaps we should remain together for the immediate future.
I've use for neither gods nor men. I myself am the island that is my destination. You, a mere port along the way I tolerate. For the time being.
Voidwoken! Damnable bloody Voidwoken!
Well, that's that. I always knew I'd die for Rivellon. I just didn't expect it was going to be in a small basement. In Driftwood, of all places. At least now you know where to go. Excellent, although do be wary of her. My death may change things for her. She is immensely powerful, and she is on our side, but she will not be pleased about, well, my parting. She may ask you to honor an old bargain that I had struck with her. Do not accept. Her business is with me, and me alone.
She glances at her body once more, a grim look on her face.
You need to go, Godwoken, but I have one last request. My last wish, as it were. I want a statue. Something modest. A simple piece of marble and gold on the steps of the cathedral, glaring out over arcs.
Meister Siever's shoulders slump, a tired, melancholic grin on her muzzle.
I would have liked to see that city again. Just once more. Give them hell, Godwoken.
It seems to be the code to a safe. Better hang on to this.
Voidwoken!
Well, that's that. I always knew I'd die for Rivellon. I just didn't expect it was going to be in a small basement. I was dying anyway. The Magister's purging made certain of that. I should probably send the Void a thank you bouquet. At least they were efficient about it. No, today my death is not important. All that matters is that you find Malady and tell her the location of the Council. Just be wary. She is immensely powerful. She may ask you to honor...
She glances at her body.
You need to go, Godwoken. But I have one last request. My last wish, as it were. I want a statue.
Meister Siever's shoulders slump.
I would have liked to see that city.
Stay strong on your holy mission, Godwoken. Vampirism. It is as twisted and cruel as the legends say. To consume a being's source is to consume their memories, their loves, their essence, all the echoes of themselves gone. It is worse than death. It is oblivion.
Now is not the time for a bath.
Vapid fiction, along with a large helping of ham.
Keeping it together, Bree?
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're
Glad
safe
to see you
among
well.
Never forget.
Anything more?
How you holding up?
Not in any mood to talk about it.
Until later, then.
Buying or selling? Capital. Good luck to you.
Keeping it together, Bree?
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
Queen Justinia executes 24 noblemen for insubordination! To march against nature.
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it. Keeping it together, Bree?
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
The carved figure you'll touch.
Do anything that will protect against Voldemort.
By the hazing of the shade, I'll kill your shining lights. I'll kill your trouble. Trouble? Bubbling skin and burning knuckle. I'll Oh, baby, oh! Bubbling skin and burning knuckle! I'll kill your shining lights!
There's a boat at the dock. Perhaps it may take us to the island.
Shall I take you to the island? I shall. Step this way. All aboard. It is, but not for us, my friend, for we are already dead. A trifling amount, I'm sure you'll agree. Payable in advance, of course. But that makes no sense. Think about it. You don't pay the ferryman until he gets you to the other side, out of fear that he'll murder you midstream, rob your corpse, and dump you in the water, my friend. If murder was on my mind, I could do the job right here. Payment in advance. Wouldn't want to have to ask you to cough up when we get to the other side. All aboard. The bell is ringing and we're ready to depart. Get in the boat, I mean to say. Well, you made it through. I'm amazed. In the interest of efficiency and to ensure my quick return to the mainland, please empty your pockets in advance. Thank you. Please, come again. Shall I take you to the mainland? I shall. I shall. Step this way.
Made it.
What lies ahead looks even less welcoming.
She screams and screams and screams and never stops the screams. The roots quake and my bones quiver and still the screaming. The tree, the tree, the tree. The tree's the girl and the girl's the tree. And she screams and screams. The strange floating thing gestures emphatically with bloody tendrils, urging you away from the center of the island towards its southern shoreline. The statue is a striking sight, a sizzling blue totem on a blood-red isle. Even stranger, a shard of polished iron peeks from under the statue's base. There's something hidden beneath this massive sculpture. The hymn twines around the effigy like a fine thread. Guardian burning bright with sourceful flame, abide the sacred call, reveal the godsless hall. Winged keeper, song doth bid you break. The priest shall scry the demon's lies, the chains await their captive. From stone to dust, from stone to dust.
Like a charm. rot. No good has ever graced this place.
The priest has scried the demon's lies. 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 The spirit of a young robed man paces the chamber anxiously. He sees you approach. A look of trepidation crosses his spectral features.
Did my order send you? To cure the child? Some form of demon seized her and nested inside her mind. She cannot speak or move. We did what we could to help, but we could not risk provoking the beast within. We can find her here, until a way to safely remove the demon could be found. It was my duty to watch over her, but I was never relieved of that duty. She has no family that we know of. All she had was a pet cat. That poor girl's life is drifting past her, thanks to that demon. Her cell is just over there. I can let you in, but are you sure you can help her? What are you going to do? My brothers were confident they could help her as well, but they still had to lock her up here in the end. But nobody else is coming to help, are they? I'll let you in, but promise me one thing. Whatever happens, take her away from this place. Far away.
The spirit can't help but smile.
I knew you had good in you, the moment I laid eyes on you. Come, I'll let you in. Take good care of her. Bring her somewhere peaceful. Don't disturb the demon within her. There's no telling what could happen if it breaks free.
Get away! Do you hear me? Away! I won't let anyone hurt my mistress anymore. Mistress saved me when I was a kitten. She took me in, fed me and kept me warm. She deserves loyalty. I won't leave her side, not until she wakes. My heart stopped beating and my flesh fell away. No matter, I'm staying here. Get away!
The undead cat arches its back and hisses aggressively at your presence. The undead cat...
Get away! I won't let anyone hurt my mistress anymore. Mistress safe, I won't leave her side. Not... I already died once. I'm not afraid to die again. Now away with you! I won't let anyone hurt my mistress anymore. Get away! I won't let anyone hurt my mistress anymore.
The undead cat arches its back and... The undead cat arches its... The undead cat up.
Get away! I won't let anyone. Mistress, save me. I won't leave her side. I already done.
Prepare yourself. Prepare yourself.
The young girl lies silently on the floor, eyes open and staring. Her only movement is the tiniest rise and fall of her chest. Her fingers seem to grip you ever so slightly. The girl's grip tightens. A flush of color spreads across her previously bloodless features. She's grown stronger, strong enough to move, perhaps.
Wherever you take her, I hope it's a better place than this. Thank you. Take care of her. Cure her if you can. My task here is done.
The chill of the vault seems even colder for what you have just witnessed.
Better to kill a man honestly than to lock him up with a demon for eternity.
I only imagine how that poor creature suffered, but some things must be sealed away. Theirs is a noble sacrifice.
To lock away the problem is simply to admit failure. What we see here is intellectual defeat, the child of stupidity. Quite right. Do see.
stones.
Shh. Dark words should not sully those honeyed lips. All will be well.
You have a lot of faith in these promised outsiders.
He has faith in them, darling. That is all we need. How can I tell if he's to be trusted?
You don't need me to tell you that.
Oh, it's you. I'm a demon, not a poodle. And I'm sure you'll tell me all about it, but not now. Now, if you'll leave me to my business.
She pointedly ignores you. She pointedly ignores...
Not here for you, mortal. Stay out of my way.
As you reach down, the hound's flesh twists, forming sharp, jagged spikes. Maybe not.
I relish the scenery and the lack of company.
The lizard's eyes are dark as polished coal, void of all light. A faint frost seems to cover the cracked and broken scales around his mouth.
You have a reputation for both malfeasance and chaos. Imagine my surprise when it took you so long to find your way here. I see the miasma surrounding our islet certainly did not hinder you. Well, here you stand, in the flesh, so to speak. And a finer collection of corpusculae I never have seen. I trust you are not opposed to a mutually beneficial accord between civil and gentle persons. You need not fear eloquence, my friend. Indeed, you need not fear anything. You could not be more secure in your well-being than you are amongst this congregation. I am here at the behest of my master to offer you a simple exchange, an offer of aid for the promise of aid, the epitome of civil reciprocity. You and he possess a common foe. The power behind the Voidwoken has made our lives hell, so to speak, since the Divine Order unleashed death fog against the Black Ring and those darling woodland creatures. And as the gods have shirked their duty, perhaps we could come to a mutually beneficial arrangement pertaining to both of our objectives. Indeed, I can offer you the source channel that you seek forthwith, as a gesture of good faith. Indeed, the creatures that strut about this realm so often do. Very well. I can see them straining against your fangs. Unleash them, Godwoken. Ask your questions. My master has been troubled by the presence of the Void as it creeps ever forward, encroaching on areas in which he himself once ruled supreme. None more so than this island. There is a tree at this island's core which has special significance to my master. Think of it as hallowed, sacrosanct ground. But the Black Ring maggots writhe all about its trunk. And you will exterminate these termites. It is simplicity itself, in truth. My master's identity is of no practical consequence in this matter. You need concern yourself with nothing barring the truth that my master always honors his vows. Your smoldering, half-demon pet can attest to that. One may ask, one may inquire, but one should be eternally wary of what one demands. And one should heed that twicefold for information like this. There is power in names, power far, far in excess of your mortal limits. I'll not deliver that power unto him. Perhaps you utter some truth. Surely his ear could not be eternally cocked. Very well. The master of the Voidwoken is a creature older than any demon. My master will never speak his true name, but the Black Ring know him as the God King of... His savage minions have found us!
Join us. Claim your death like fate.